Hi guys, Puddin here with a game for you in my Tier 8 Premium Japanese Heavy Cruiser, the Atago. Now my captain skills are Priority Target, Expert Marksman, Demo Expert, and Concealment. My modules are Protect My Main Batteries, Damcom 1, Better Aiming, Faster Rudder, and more Concealment. Now I do want to apologize if my voice sounds even rougher than normal, but I have just woken up. I have spent all day yesterday at the hospital with my brother. I don't want to get into that now. He's doing fine and he should be out soon. Now, the reason that this video is going up so late and I'm doing this pretty much as soon as this gets done rendering, this video is going to go live is because poor Sneaky's computer died. So with Spider having a lot of homework, not having a cruiser, Sneaky having computer issues, and then myself having issues, we just got a little bit late on getting a cruiser up for you, and I do want to apologize for that. Now, as you can see, I am top tier. My plan is to go over to this little, well, not this little, the big island between D and the middle channel, but to use the little end here to kind of hide behind, lob shells over. Really, I wanted to start off here to find out what exactly the enemy is doing, where the enemy is going. If need be, I would be able to easily skedaddle out of this area, go to A, or to low enough tier to where somebody still thinks it's funny to go down. To go down mid, I'd be in a position to protect mid very easily. I can hit about 80 or 90% of the things that would be in D. And like I said, if I needed to, I could easily rotate over to A while kiting completely away from D. Now, the enemy team has the advantage in destroyers as I take opening salvos out on the New Orleans and get a fire. One of the reasons I did pull out the Atago is because the mission for 5 fires and win. I usually go with the Japanese, and I figured, you know what, I'll try the Atago first. It's got a heal instead of trying to go to the high tier, since I get one lovely fire. Now, with the enemy having the D advantage, both of our destroyers decided to go to D. I may disagree with this, but it has its merits in the fact of if there's 2 enemy DDs at D, they're on equal terms. This isn't our strong side per se, because while we do have 2 destroyers, there's only 3 ships that they can easily see if we weren't using cover or hiding, and, you know, 2 cruisers and a battleship, while most of the other surface ships that will pretty much be easily detected are at A. Now, the guys at A are going to be calling for help eventually to go out and get this DD. I wasn't able to get any hits on the DD because that gentleman played it a little bit smarter. I loaded the AP to punish the broadside of the Cleveland, but you know what, I can even do damage to battleships with this because these are 203 guns. So even broadside battleships, AP will be effective. But this is what I mean by, you know, I can just sit here and really see what the enemy is doing. Which I had failed to realize that 2 DDs were at A. But I feel that with me sitting here, I've been kind of stopping these guys from maybe pushing in because somebody's shooting at them that can't see. I was switching between AP and HE, which is why you see only one shot of HE come out because I did have AP selected for the next salvo to try to punish this Cleveland. Do some decent damage. It was pretty much a blind shot, but this is the point where I'm like, you know what? Okay, these guys are running from D. It's time to make a decision. Push or fall over to A and help out A. Now, these guys, I believe, at A have been asking for some sort of help to find the destroyer for a while, and while none of our DDs have answered the call, I'm like, you know what? I'm fairly stealthy enough. I could potentially tank, depending on where the enemy is. I was trying to get some parting shots in on the destroyer prior to me leaving and him leaving. Another of the factors of why I turned around is because I thought maybe by last known position somebody would be trying to make a push up the middle. Now, just because you're bottom tier, mid tier, or top tier doesn't mean that any decisions or actions or anything you do won't impact or influence the game. Now, as you can see, I'm heading over to A to try to help maintain this DD. The other thing is I'm trying to head over there is because I figured those guys at D were leaving, so it, you know, if I was leaving, I would go support the guys in at A and try to push out through A or try to start getting some kills over at A. It's a, the camps are exactly the same. It's just at this point you need to start dealing with ships. Now, I did see that it looked like the DD was going to come with me, but no, he's turning back around to help out those other guys. This is another reason why I decided to leave. Is that guy's decision to stay at D, ignore A. The decision of both our destroyers not to deal with A is some of the reasons why I'm coming over to A to deal with what's over here. If I do play it properly, I will be able to drop my torps in stealth. These are 10 kilometers, and I have 9 point something kilometer detection. I don't know off the top of my head. I apologize. But I can drop torps in stealth. I just have to be very, very sneaky about it. Now, I see that Chabayev was pushing in the camp, and I figured, I got to get rid of this guy. This could be a decision on why our DDs can come over here. This is prior to the patch, so of course, I hear the early warning system, which means you're going to run aground. Might as well just go full steam. Run into the island and reverse instead of trying to dodge it. Now, luckily, pulling an answer didn't cause me to eat those torpedoes, which means to tell me that the DD is definitely not within 10 kilometers of me. It's got to be further out than that. Now, some of the reason I did kind of, I guess, abandon the guys at D is because we have 2 destroyers that can easily be sending out torps, stopping those guys from pushing in, as long as our allies that were over there didn't overcommit. I saw that one cruiser was overcommitting. Well, the only other cruiser was overcommitting, and I was hoping the battleship wouldn't. If I would have stayed over there, I feel like I would have just got overrun, because you can see these destroyers really aren't supporting the ship that's left over there. The guy that was left over there was overcommitted, instead of just realizing all he needs to do is defend and the enemy has to come to him. For whatever reason, the enemy at A is running away. I think they have now realized that the D side is extremely weak, and that's where they need to push. Somebody on our side said, hey, we need to push A, but not do it one at a time. We do need to do it all together, which is the smart call. Now, I drop random torps because if something is going to come back out from the enemy spawn side, hiding behind that island or that little cove or whatever it's called. I'm not great with some of the terms, but would come out, potentially stop stuff. That's where I would be hiding as the DD. I'm kind of sending these torps as what would I be doing if I was still here in that area. Now I see the North Cal, and I'm trying to hold my shot until I get detected. There's no reason to shoot at a battleship while you're in a cruiser when you're spotted because, well, you're just going to give your position away. But I was trying to remain hidden to push up to potentially get this camp. Now, of course, with me being detected means there's the destroyer in the area because, well, one, I did get spotted and I didn't see what was spotting me, and two, there was a smoke cloud. Now, I do not know why this DD stayed on camp as long as he did when he saw I was rushing. Some of the reason it made it comfortable for me to rush as I saw his torpedoes. And you know what, you can say whatever you want, I turned broadside. But I saw the first set go by me towards the big guys, saw the second set, and then I'm like, this guy's not even trying to tort me. So I might as well try to get all my guns to bear. Nobody is paying attention to me. Nobody's targeting me for whatever reason. I really can't get any more shots in on the destroyer. I'm going to pull another notch and hope that there's no way the North Cal would be able to see me and I can maintain shooting at him. But for whatever reason, this guy just ignores me yet again. Now, my decision to actually turn out and pull a second Notzer is twofold. One, I was hoping to not get spotted by the North Cal and continue to be able to shoot. If he's not targeting me, I'm going to keep shooting as we manage to get this camp. But the other reason is because all the guys that were on D side, you know, they finished dealing with our battleship. They got rid of one of our destroyers, which means the only one stopping these guys from pushing out is, well, he just died, our destroyer. Which means our camp is completely wide open. So while I was doing some reversing, trying to get some fires back on the North Cal, I see it's extremely low, and I just ignore him, want to get go dark again, and I want to head back towards our camp and potentially defend it. Was going to use my slow ass typing skills and ask for help, but I do believe somebody else did point this out in chat. I was also looking at the minimap and I saw that somebody was turning around, so I will have help coming. Now, if I was the enemy, which way would I be coming into D? As you saw, everybody on the enemy team was pushing towards your camp. They still have a destroyer. Well, they still have two destroyers. I would just be making the quickest possible run right into our camp, even though there's no real need for them, because they do have the advantage. And look, here comes the Cleveland taking the shortest route, which is where I'm sending my preemptive torps. I'm sending torps on where I would go. Now, those torps are actually sent against the Cleveland. I'm holding my shot until he gets on because, well, I'm being just maybe a wee bit greedy. I'm wanting the cap resets, but I don't get any cap resets with that salvo. Now, as you can see, these torpedoes may or may not hit them. And then I see a smoke cloud, which means there is a DD there. And I'm thinking, well, man, maybe those things would have hit the Cleveland. I don't know. But I still have the second set in the water. The only thing I can see was the Cleveland, and I want to get as many cap resets as possible. As boom goes down, a DD sitting in his smoke. So now the enemy lost all of their caps on D, as I sent preemptive torps in. What would I do? Your actions, no matter how big or small, can influence the game in big ways. If those torps would have missed, the impact would have been minimal. Now, the New Orleans is going to play a very solid game right here, knowing the strengths of his ship. He's extremely low, so he's hiding uh, to the best of his ability. But as you can see, because I've been pushing out, I will eventually get shots in on him. Now, my biggest threat right now is the DD, and I can't angle up to everything. So, my thought right now is I'd rather angle up against the battleship who I thought was targeting me, and not the New Orleans, which was, or still is. But this gentleman realizes that I'm broadside, and I don't need to be perfectly broadside for American penetrating shells to work. As you can see, he got a nice big hit on me. But I'm Japanese, I've got HE loaded, and guess what? I don't need to worry about any sort of angling. I'm going to send, once again, more preemptive torps, but I'm only going to send one set because I really don't want to kill the battleship that they come back with me. I'm just hoping that this guy is smart enough to where my horrific typing skills won't have to matter. I'm looking to send another set from this side, but realize that there's no way I can get it off. This battleship is pushing in too close. But because I did send the first set as early as I did, I do not believe they are going to hit the battleship. As this guy succumbs, I do believe the New Orleans is going to die to something. But as you can see, we are quickly wrapping this up. We're getting the points lead. We've got the ship leads. You know, all by simple actions, simple decisions. And just remember, guys, it doesn't matter how big or how small your decisions are. They will impact the game overall. And now the post-battle results. I hope you guys really did enjoy this video. I apologize for the shortness of the post-battle results here. We do appreciate all the support you guys do give us. We do love the emails you guys send us. The email for that is in the description down below. And remember, your thoughts, your impacts will, your thoughts can greatly impact the game no matter how big or how little they are. Please remember to compliment good teamwork, good team play. We're quick to report, slow to compliment. Please hit that like and subscribe button and have yourselves one heck of a great day.